Well, hello, my honor students. I hope, hey, it's Friday. Oh my goodness, already. Wait a minute. I got my morning sinus problem. Sorry. I thought I kind of went a little bit fast yesterday, but that's okay. We're going to spend time on this. The whole lesson on Monday is just going to be going over this again. And then we're going to do story problems for 2 or 3 days on this. But anyways, I thought we would do a little review or big review. So I'm given a triangle, and I want to find angle A. That's this one. And I'm given this side and this side. Now, I could use Pythagoras to find this side if I needed to. I don't know why I'd want to, because it's asking for this. So I'm going to use trig. What trig function would be adjacent over a hypotenuse? Now, you got to get these down. There's 6 of them. SOHCAHTOA. But adjacent because it touches the angle, over hypotenuse because it's opposite the right angle, that's cosine. But when I'm looking for the angle, that's when you got the little -1. Equals B over C, adjacent over hypotenuse. So it'd be 15 over 20. So I'm going to get my technology out. Now I'm using the cheap calculator because I'm using the iPad at the same time. But this would be 15 divided by 20, second cosine, or second cosine, no. Shoot, I'm going to have to start this over. Something's wrong. 15 divided by 20. Oh, I didn't do equals. Second cosine. So I get 41.4 degrees. I forgot to push the equals button. Cheap calculator, sorry. So what I did is you have to go 15 divided by 20 equals then second cosine. Now, for the iPad, first, you'd make sure it's in degrees. So you hit the little wrench button, then put it in degrees, then go down to functions, and then you hit trig, then you hit this button, and then just 15 over 20. So let's try the next one. Find side B. That's this side. Now I'm given this angle, which is 30 degrees, and I'm given the hypotenuse. So what's adjacent over hypotenuse? Let's see. Oh, that's cosine. So it's cosine 30 equals B over C, the hypotenuse. So I multiply by 60 equals B. So again, on the iPad, you just go 60 times cosine 30. On this, I have to do it backwards. Times 60 equals, and I get 51.96. Okay, let's look at this one. So I'm looking for side A, opposite angle A. So, let me bring it up a little bit. So I'm given this side is 8, and this side. Now I could find this side, that'd be okay. Or what I could do is find this, because these two have to add up to 90. They're complementary. And actually, I am going to use, well, it doesn't really matter, I guess. So this would be this over this. Now, if you have an iPad, I would do this over this. It's easier if you keep the unknown on the top. So I would do what's hypotenuse over adjacent. Well, hypotenuse over adjacent, secant. So I would do secant of 50 degrees equals C over 8. But I have a cheap calculator, so I'm going to do, let's do this one. Opposite over hypotenuse, that's sine of 60 is 8 divided by c, opposite over hypotenuse. So I'm going to cross multiply. So it'd be c sine 60 equals 8. Then divide by sine of 60. So if you have a cheap calculator, this is a much harder problem. Where if you had the iPad, I would use secant. It's so much easier. So let's see if we can get this. 8 divided by 60 sine equals, I get 9.23. So this one at the bottom, it says find all of them. So I'm missing angle A. I'm missing angle B. And I'm missing side A. So I could use Pythagoras to find A, and that would be a smart thing to do. So Pythagoras is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So it'd be A squared plus 80 squared equals 100 squared. Mercy, mercy, mercy. So let's use a calculator. So 100 squared, or 100 times 100, minus 80 squared. I get 3,600. So A equals 60. Just take the square root of it. Woohoo! Now, let's find angle B, and I'm going to do opposite over adjacent because I have the opposite and I have the adjacent. And I also have the hypotenuse, so that would be fine. So opposite over adjacent is tangent. So tangent of B, so I got the little -1 thing because I'm looking for an angle, is 80 over 60. So on my handy dandy calculator, now on the iPad, I would just go to the row that has tangent to the -1 power and then put 80, 60. So now if you're having trouble, email me. But let's see, we got 80 divided by 60 equals second tan, and I get 53 degrees. 53.13 degrees. Now, we could use trig again, but no, I'm not. I'm going to go, this is 53.13. So these two add up to 90, so I'm going to go 90 minus that. Or all three add up to 180 if you want to go that route. So 90 minus 53.13 equals 36. 36.87. Wasn't that fun? I'm going to do 2 videos today. I know you love them. So watch part 2. Bye-bye.